Hello, church. Here is our devotional for Monday, June 8th. Had a wonderful conference with the Keystone Conference, United Church of Christ, out at Millersville University. Several really solid keynote speakers and addresses, as well as just a good time with some clergy and colleagues. So we'll hopefully be able to share several of those pieces either in the newsletter or if there's video links, maybe in one of our email blast kind of thing. So we'll get to that. Today, we come into Ecclesiastes 9. We're going to be concentrating on verses 1 through 12. I'm going to have to condense a lot of the commentary and reflection from Towner because he spends a lot of time dealing with a kind of neat section. So hopefully I'll highlight some pieces and that might spurn some greater curiosity. So we begin with our New Interpreter's Bible and with the NRSV and starting at verse 1. All this I laid to heart, examining it all, how the righteous and the wise and their deeds are in the hand of God. Whether it is love or hate, one does not know. Everything that confronts them is vanity, since the same fate comes to all, to the righteous and the wicked, to the good and to the evil, to the clean and the unclean, to those who sacrifice and those who do not sacrifice. As are the good, so are the sinners. Those who swear are like those who shun an oath. This is an evil in all that happens under the sun, that the same fate comes to everyone. Moreover, the hearts of all are full of evil. Madness is in their hearts while they live, and after they go to the dead. But whoever is joined with all the living has hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. The living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing. They have no more reward, and even the memory of them is lost. Their love and their hate and their envy have already perished. Never again will they have any share in all that happens under the sun. Go, eat your bread with enjoyment and drink your wine with a merry heart, for God has long ago approved what you do. Let your garments always be white. Do not let oil be lacking on your head. Enjoy life with the wife whom you love all the days of your vain life that are given you under the sun, because that is your portion in life and in your toil at which you toil under the sun. Whatever your hand finds to do, do with your might, for there is no work or thought or knowledge or wisdom in Sheol to which you are going. Again, I saw that under the sun the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to the intelligent, nor favor to the skillful, but time and chance happen to them all. For no one can anticipate the time of disaster. Like fish taken in a cruel net and like birds caught in a snare, so mortals are snared at a time of calamity when it suddenly falls upon them. That cheery tone of Kohelet that we are likely becoming very accustomed to. A little bit of opening commentary before some reflection from Towner. This section is a happy amalgam of two of the major themes of the book. The same fate happens to everyone, and carpe diem, seize the day and enjoy life. The passage also weaves together traditional proverbs with fresh reflections by Kohelet. It combines prose and poetry. It punctuates the entire mix with two of the slogans of the book, all is vanity and under the sun. The overarching theme upon which the writer expands in this section is that the ultimate destiny of the good person is no better than that of the evil person, and that all the achievements of life do not guarantee escape from death or obliteration. In no way does good behavior guarantee good results. In short, it is a sadly realistic, almost despairing passage, yet it is animated by the lovely sentiments of chapter 9, verses 7 to 10. The combination of familiar elements makes those verses sound almost like a programmatic statement for the entire book. Go eat your bread with enjoyment in that whole section, and drink your wine with a merry heart. A couple other pieces. Kohelet's characteristic ambivalence about life permeates chapter 9, verses 1 through 12. The same fate comes to everyone, he says, and yet whoever is joined with all the living has hope, for a living dog is better than a dead lion. In verse 4. The latter sentence, it's not exactly a thumping affirmation of life, but it is a reluctant admission that a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush, to maintain the idiomatic flavor of the discussion. When Kohelet reverts to his theme of the certainty of death for everyone in verses 11 and 12, he sees no escape from the sudden onset of calamity. Virtue, wisdom, skill, riches, and strength cannot alter that immutable decree expressed to our minds as time and chance. When D.H. Lawrence read these verses, his reaction was to advocate a modest acceptance of fate, even while clinging to the fragile beauty of life. In other words, he read verses 11 to 12 in terms of the life affirmation of 7 to 10 from his poem. The race is not to the swift, but to those that can sit still and let the waves go over them. The battle is not to the strong, but to the frail who know best how to efface themselves to save the streaked pansy of the heart from being trampled to mud. Christians have a basis for optimism about the future because we are convinced that the future belongs to God. By our eschatological vision, our future vision looking forwards of the New Jerusalem, we are drawn as with a magnet into that future. Having had a foretaste of the new age of peace and justice in the life, ministry, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, we are eager to get on with our work of building a world that looks as much as we can make it look like the kingdom of heaven on earth. Even so, there is a place in our faith for the kind of realism that Kohelet offers us and that D.H. Lawrence captures. In the misery of warfare and persecution, or in the doldrums of secularization and consumerism, sometimes the best we can do is to acknowledge the limits of our human capacity to achieve great ends and save the streaked pansy of the heart. A fun phrase. And now some Eugene Peterson from The Message. And let me see if he does a title for this first section. Nope, but we'll give you the titles as we go on. So his first part, he's breaking verses 1 through 3, and then we'll keep rolling. Well, I took all this in and thought it through inside and out. Here's what I understood. The good, the wise, and all that they do are in God's hands. But day by day, whether it's love or hate they're dealing with, they don't know. Anything's possible. It's one fate for everybody, righteous and wicked, good people, bad people, the nice and the nasty, worshipers and non-worshipers, committed and uncommitted. I find this outrageous. The worst thing about living on this earth, that everyone's lumped together in one fate. Is it any wonder that so many people are obsessed with evil? Is it any wonder that people go crazy right and left? Life leads to death. That's it. For verses 4 to 6, and also including 7 and 10, which he kind of does as a poem, he entitles it, Seize Life! Exclamation mark. Still, Anyone selected out for life has hope, for as they say, a living dog is better than a dead lion. The living at least know something, even if it's only that they're going to die. But the dead know nothing and get nothing. They're a minus that no one remembers. Their loves, their hates, yes, even their dreams are long gone. There's not a trace of them left in the affairs of this earth. Seize life, eat bread with gusto, drink wine with a robust heart. Oh, yes, God takes pleasure in your pleasure. Dress festively every morning. Don't skimp on colors and scarves. Relish life with the spouse you love each and every day of your precarious life. Each day is God's gift. It's all you get in exchange for the hard work of staying alive. That's a darn good line. Make the most of each one. Whatever turns up, grab it and do it, and heartily. This is your last and only chance at it, for there's neither work to do nor thoughts to think in the company of the dead, where you're most certainly headed. Peterson doesn't give another title change there, but just a little asterisk break as he continues. I took another walk around the neighborhood and realized that on this earth, as it is, the race is not always to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor satisfaction to the wise, nor riches to the smart, nor grace to the learned. Sooner or later, bad luck hits us all. No one can predict misfortune. Like fish caught in a cruel net or birds in a trap, so men and women are caught by accidents, and evil and sudden. That's it for our section for today. We will be back with you tomorrow as we continue in chapter 9, and we will see you then. Bye.